Kush and Chemtrails, the world's most dangerous podcast.
Dude, I want to talk about this. It happened a couple weeks ago, but this is really weird. So, we know there's a real problem with sex trafficking in this country, in this world, bro. Like on an epidemic scale.
Unfortunately.
Right. And especially shout out to Nesto, who came through and shared those fucking jewels with us, and that was disturbing, bro. Like to hear it from the horse's mouth, like someone that's, experienced it with these people that have experienced it firsthand. So I got this out of Marca, M-A-R-C-A. It says, Anne Heche's new sex trafficking film is still happening despite her car crash. Now, if you guys know, Anne Heche was Ellen DeGeneres' ex-girlfriend from about 23 years ago or so. And when Ellen came out of the closet, this is who she came out of the closet with. And it's rumored that there was close associations with the Clintons, with Oprah Winfrey, and with I think the Clintons. Oh, and Weinstein. So
That's good that it's still coming out. Hopefully they follow through with that.
yeah. So this was written when she was on life support, and it says she's not expected to survive. They pulled the plug. She died.
Damn.
So rest in peace. It says, despite Anne Heche's horrific car crash, the production company that made a film where she is starring has decided to continue with the premiere. Lifetime has made the decision that Anne Heche's Girl in Room 13 is still happening, regardless of her recent death. Says Anne Heche was a victim of sexual abuse. As a victim of sexual abuse herself, Anne Heche was deeply committed to this project. The producers are convinced she would have liked for it to still happen despite her passing. In the past, she was one of the brave actresses who came forward to accuse producer Harvey Weinstein of sexual misconduct. So she's one of the ones that came out against this dude, bro.
Wow.
And it's this serious right now, bro. Since Ghislaine Maxwell got sentenced about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, my cousin Michael on his Facebook just posted a meme, and it was like something alluding to the fact that Oprah was securing women for Harvey Weinstein. They froze his account, bro.
The dude that alleged that, or
No, Michael. They froze Michael's account. My cousin Michael.
for that meme that he posted?
Yes. About Oprah.
Oh, froze his Facebook account.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, damn.
That's
Just
how
for that one meme.
Yes.
Huh? Damn.
That's how
Shut
serious.
his shit down.
So
huh?
there's facts to it.
Sheesh.
If they're hitting it like that, right?
Right.
And the thing that popped up said, this is false. Oprah Winfrey did not secure young girls for Harvey Weinstein. And it's like, okay, she did. Because why would they do that? The only time they've done it with us is medical, quote unquote, misinformation.
Yeah, that's PR right there.
Right.
Trying to
So
scrub the internet.
this is what she had to say about that, actually. This is in the Hollywood Reporter. It says, Anne Heche says Harvey Weinstein fired her after she rejected him. After more than 60 women have come forward with stories of sexual misconduct involving Harvey Weinstein, Anne Heche is alleging that he fired her from a Miramax project after she rejected oral sex with him. When Heche was asked on the podcast, allegedly with Theo Von and Matthew Cole Weiss on Tuesday, why more women didn't come forward with allegations against Weinstein before October, the brave actress shared her own story. She said, first of all, you were threatened the second you walked out the door. I did not suck Harvey's dick, though he showed it to me, and I got out of the room before there was any physical contact. The fact is that I was fired from a job that I had been hired for at Miramax. The repercussions of standing up for yourself were as deep and targeted as some of the scars of the women who actually got more physically, unfortunately, involved. So she really, was a key part of all this, bro. So she's definitely had a target on her, you know what I'm saying? And I want to read this from The Atlantic. It says, what Alan's kindness concealed. Remember when her show got canceled?
Yep.
And everybody was like, she got an ankle bracelet for sexual harassment and all this crazy, or sexual assault and all this. And no one knew, but it was just really odd. Well, this is kind of odd right here. It says, recent accusations against DeGeneres and her show set raised the question of whether her kindness rhetoric covers up something darker. In 2 BuzzFeed articles last month, Ellen DeGeneres show staffers alleged sexual harassment. So the first thing is sexual harassment. It's the first thing. Racism and abusive management by DeGeneres' top deputies. So I'm not going to go on to There's more details in there, but I just want to point out that she was accused of sexual harassment and quit doing her show. So what was there? I don't know. But this is all, there's a lot of interesting correlations throughout these articles and chain of events. This is a tweet. You know Rose McGowan?
No.
The actress that came out against them as well? This is what she said about Oprah. This was a quote. From being pals with Weinstein to abandoning and destroying Russell Simmons' victims, she is about supporting a sick power structure for personal gain. She is as fake as they come. Hashtag lizard. And there's Oprah and Harvey. Right? And I want to show, here's Ghislaine Maxwell. She was just sentenced to 20 years on June 28th. So all this is happening less than 2 months later. So everyone's like, oh, you know, when is her time up? When are they going to suicide her? It's like, man, it may be that they are already tying up loose strings as we speak. And people don't know what's happening, you know, with what's going on. Mm-hmm. So here's a fact check from USA Today. This is July 30th, 2020. Fact check. Several celebrities are falsely linked to Jeffrey Epstein's flight logs. Why are they fact checking it? We've already got into these, how we feel about these, right? It's already almost confirmed once we see the fact check. So if you go down here, the bottom of this, it says, are Chrissy Teigen, Ellen DeGeneres, and Oprah Winfrey in the flight records? You need to pay close attention to these words that they use, okay? Like Chrissy Teigen, no published reports about celebrities on Epstein's flights include Oprah Winfrey or Ellen DeGeneres. Their names are also not listed in the
Released
flight records. 2 key words. Published and released. Okay, what about the ones that haven't been published?
or released.
Or released.
Yep.
Because we know you didn't release and publish all of them. You never do. And if you did, they're definitely redacted. Okay, I have 4 videos here, dude. They're pretty fucking, pretty incredible. I want to show you this. Kill that shit real quick, G. Let's see what we got here. Okay, whoa.
That audio's recording, ain't it?
Yeah, thank you.
No, I just had it in my head from last time.
That would have been crazy right now.
Sure.
You know what's awesome though is how we recovered from that. Like it was just like, all right, whatever, pink, and just kept rolling because we've experienced it so many times, you know. So check this out. Cool video right here, man. So this one right here, dude. Let's see what we got here. Okay, this is her on a Ring camera, bro. This happened in Mar Vista, bro. Did you know that? This side? Happened in Mar Vista.
Wait. Oh, that was her?
Yeah.
The accident where the car was speeding down the street, didn't stop,
Yeah,
80
check
miles
this out.
an hour?
Check this out. Watch all these
Wait,
videos.
Which car was she in? The one speeding down the street?
Oh, no. This isn't that one. This isn't you. No, not the nurse. You think about the nurse that killed 6 people?
Just recently out here in LA? Yeah.
No, this was literally right around the same time, though.
Oh, man.
Watch this, though. Listen to the sound the car's making. It sounds weird as hell, bro. And I'm like, yo, what happened to the car? Was it, yeah, what? But it's like, listen, dude, it's weird. Watch this, listen. What's that noise, bro?
Was it static? I don't know. I couldn't make it out. Maybe she was going such a speed she scraped concrete.
It's weird though, right?
Bump. Yeah, something.
It's like, yo, what is that? That noise is fucking weird.
Fast. She just came from a podcast, they said.
She was going hella fast.
Yeah. She was going fast as fuck, but it sounded weird. I don't know. You know what it could have been too? She fucking what's the tire blew. Sounded like it could have been a car running on a rim. But I just wanted to point that out. It was odd to me. It was like, oh man, what's that noise? This, I believe, is from earlier. Oh yeah. So look, she crashed earlier that day, bro. Watch this. right down the street, dude, and took off. You see her right there?
Mm-hmm.
Get out of the car.
I'm out of here.
You just answered my question, Desai. I was like, she must have been
Yeah,
intoxicated.
She was doing the vodka shots with wine chasers
Uh,
on the podcast before she left.
Okay, now watch this, bro. This is crazy. This is weird as fuck, dude. Okay. Let me find the footage time. Okay. Dude. Before I even get here, dude. This is so fucking weird. Okay? Remember I told you? I was like, damn, bro. All those things were happening. It was lining up, right? Like, damn, did they kill this bitch? Whatever, right? But, dude, she suffered from, like, alcoholism and shit for years. She's had a lot of, like, episodes.
okay.
I think she's been, I don't know about nude, but she's been in people's yards. She's been in people's
she went to his
pads.
house.
Yeah, this has happened. So she's had a definite substance abuse issue for sure. But it doesn't mean she wasn't around a lot of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't mean that she didn't see different things. So I'm just putting this out there. This is really weird. Now, remember, they're like, yeah, she died, bro. Right? She's dead. Look at this. Bro, watch how weird this is, bro. You ready?
Driver who was identified.
You see her going to the ambulance, right?
You probably know the name from.
She got her. They got her in a fucking white thing, right?
Yeah.
Completely covered. She's dead.
Okay.
She's dead.
I'm looking.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's in her body bag. They're taking the body out. She's dead.
There just before being put.
She's dead.
Into the ambulance to take to the
Oh, wait a
hospital.
minute.
That driver
She's
was
trying to get away. That fool said,
identified
bitch, get the
as
fuck back in there.
Heche. You can see we slowed it down a little bit for you as firefighters were trying to help.
Is that how you
this
treat a burn
woman,
victim, bro?
Get
You just shove her back down in there and throw her in the car?
From the hospital as she crashed into.
And why
the
was she in a
house
body
and
bag, bro?
The fire, like you heard just me say a little bit ago, they were.
She
trying to
literally
put
just
that
got out of that
Of course,
motherfucker.
we
She
were
was
still
alive
You know
when she
what?
left.
When you
track
showed
down
me,
some
I just
details on
assumed she
how
probably
that
died in the
happened
car
and
Right.
why it happened.
Like everyone probably would
ended
have
up
if there
there
hadn't been a
as well.
helicopter
But the details
filming
right now
above.
That driver identified by TMZ is Ann
Yeah,
Heche, the
like she woke
actress
up and was
who
like,
sparked the
it looked like
fire,
she was
and
trying
they
to get out.
pulled her
Watch, bro.
from
She
the
reaches.
Oh, yeah, that's totally what it looked like
She
to me.
she reaches for her
and
fucking
then
ankles
tried
to undo
give
the
her
thing, and the guy
medical
shoves her back
attention
down,
to
bro.
she went
That's a
to
first
the
responder who's
hospital.
supposed to be
You can see
taking
it
care
again
of
one more
supposedly a
time.
burn victim, bro.
She
And was she all
is on
zipped
the
up,
gurney
like
there
you
and
said?
Yeah,
tries
bro.
to get up
Why
before
would you
going
do
to the
that to
ambulance.
someone?
The
They're dead, right?
firefighters, Get her
Watch
in the
this.
ambulance and take her to a nearby hospital. You probably know the name from TV and movies. From 6 Days, 7 Nights, Donnie
Watch this.
Brasco, Wag the Dog, Volcano, a
Right
bunch of
there.
movies.
Help!
And
Help!
there
Get me out! My
is a
restraints!
dramatic moment there
Get
just
back in
before
there!
being put
Boom! Just threw her in
into
there.
the
Everyone's like,
ambulance
dump,
take
nothing to
the
see here.
hospital. That driver was identified as Ann Heche.
That was
You can see we
interesting for
slowed it
sure,
down
bro.
a little bit for
I've
you as,
never seen that, bro.
firefighters
And if you
were
look at the
trying to
comments on
help
any
this
video,
woman,
there's a bunch of first
get
responders on
the
there,
help
bro.
that
Now,
she
obviously,
needed,
they're
from
comments.
the-
I can't guarantee they're first responders, but they're all blown away. They're like, I've never seen this. Because some people will be like, oh, maybe she was covered up because she was burned. Bunch of people responded, nah, bro, I'm a paramedic. You never cover up a burn victim like that. It's the last thing you do. You got to let them breathe because all the smoke they just fucking were inhaling and shit. Dude, bro, it was crazy. And all of them were like, I've never seen that. I've never seen someone in a body bag and unzip it and try to unfree themselves from the fucking... That was crazy, bro.
The world is a stage.
And then they threw her in the back of the thing and then she's dead. She's on life support. She died in a fiery blaze.
Yeah, man.
And I'm like, yo, bro.
That was crazy. when she
Yeah.
tried to
So
pop
right
up.
away for me, I can't say for sure, but that looks to me like they're tying up loose ends, bro. And then this is where it gets kind of weird. You know how they do shit to kind of just fuck with you and throw shit in your face? So I looked in Metro Entertainment. Ann Heche crash. Fans raised $80,000 for a woman who lost house after accident. What do you notice about Anne Heche in these two pictures? Tell me the difference between Anne Heche and these two pictures. If you can tell any difference between them.
I don't know if it's because she's smiling, but the nose looks a little different.
That's because the woman on the left, that's the owner of the house. So Anne Heche crashed into her doppelganger's house.
Damn it, man.
I'm not saying it's not possible, bro. I'm just saying, man, all these things are really weird to me.
Yeah.
It could be exactly what they said it was. She was drunk. She crashed. She died. It was some spasm her body had. She stood up and tried to get out of the restraints, and they forced her back down and threw her in the back of the ambulance. You know? She dated Ellen DeGeneres. She was around the Clintons, Harvey Weinstein, Oprah Winfrey. She went up against Harvey Weinstein. Ghislaine Maxwell gets sentenced. She gets in a car accident, and I'm not saying the car accident wasn't real. That was obviously real. He said he saw her on a podcast or heard about her on a podcast. Right, Desai? What was it called?
I don't know what the podcast was.
But she was on a podcast getting
some
hammered,
podcast
right?
doing
Okay,
shots.
so yeah, she's up there partying and shit. So that's
Supposed to
real.
be footage of it.
She crashes into the fucking thing. That happens, dude. But then what happens? You know what I mean? Because these fools are connected, bro.
That part where she was trying to hop out the gurney, bro. Yeah, that stuck with me right there. That's all I needed to see.
Right?
The hell? Like, you got her zipped up in the body bag, and then she comes back to life and rings the bell and shit for the graveyard.
Yeah,
the
bro.
graveyard.
Exactly. Graveyard shit, bro. So what was interesting, bro, is we talk about a lot of times, and this goes with this, is we talk about like with the sex trafficking shit, how different organizations have been established for predators, bro. And one of them is Child Protective Services.
Definitely.
You know, what better way? This is awful, bro. Hey, shut that down real quick. This is awful,
man.
bro. This is a 14-year-old who went to her Child Protection Services agent, and the agent told this 14-year-old girl to go hoe. To go hoe. Child Protection Services.
And we begin tonight with a story that you'll only see here on Fox. An employee with Child Protective Services is caught on camera telling a 14-year-old girl in foster care to become a prostitute.
That's right, and this girl is one of hundreds of kids in CPS custody living in hotels all over the state.
Damn.
Fox 26's Randy Wallace live from
Just like a
Southwest
prostitute.
Houston here with this story. Randy, the exclusive.
Yeah, Jonathan. Now, earlier this year, a federal judge scorned Child Protective Services for making kids available for prostitution in the CPS system. Now we have a case where an employee with that state agency is actually encouraging prostitution of a 14-year-old child.
You gonna be a hoe, be a real hoe.
You're gonna be a hoe, be a real hoe.
A child from a parent that told their child to be a prostitute.
Not CPS. That's a
They
pimp.
should.
Right?
And
Child
they would.
pimping services.
Lastly,
Yeah.
she has 9 kids. She turned to Child Protective Services to help her with her 14-year-old daughter, who she says
That's where
was
she
running
went
away
wrong.
and causing trouble at school.
My daughter told me that the worker had been telling her that she should do these things. So she
No
said
father
she
in the house?
decided to video her.
CPS is housing the girl at a hotel. She's one of dozens in Harris County. In the video, she tells the CPS employee she wants food. The CPS worker tells her to be a prostitute.
I mean, she was basically encouraging a 14-year-old girl to become a prostitute.
And giving her an incentive to do so, and almost a threat of not having her needs being met if she didn't do what this woman very explicitly told her to do.
If the parent, was to do something like this to my child, I would be bashed. I would be called a horrible parent. I would lose my kids.
Basley filed a formal complaint with CPS.
Crazy, right?
This should not happen to girls in their care.
That's sad, bro.
Man.
Because that's just the tip of the iceberg.
It's just the tip of the iceberg, bro. It's just the tip of the iceberg. And
there's probably all kind of molestation and
oh yeah. Yeah, you better believe it.
All kind of shit going on.
I mean, dude, orphanages, think about it with like the MK Ultra prisoners, soldiers, people with no family, bro.
Yep.
You know, and now these kids, they're the perfect thing. You know, like damn, no family, bro. Who the fuck is gonna believe that shit? Who are they gonna tell, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's awful, man. And then real quick, dude, I want to show you this video.
That shit damn near sound like.
Oh, this is crazy.
Still, is that it?
Yeah, it did sound like it,
but it's not though.
It did. It sounded. I thought it was. That's crazy. It sounded just like it. Okay, so this is crazy, bro. And then we'll stop with this child fucking bullshit because it's not what I want to talk about the whole time. But this is crazy, bro. Let's see here. So this is a senator. Her name is Nancy Schaefer, bro. She was murdered, her and her husband, after she exposed Child Protection Services as a government pedophile ring.
I better shut my damn mouth on this show, huh?
Isn't that crazy, bro?
Hell yeah.
And what you saw when they said a federal judge earlier this year already scorned Child Protection Services for encouraging kids to prostitute.
She better shut her damn mouth too, huh? Oh, I better be careful what I'm saying.
And got him at a hotel, just like you said. I didn't even think of
That's
that.
crazy.
I didn't even think of that.
That's why when the mom said, if I did this, I was like, ma'am, you sent your daughter to live at a hotel and thought that was going to help her?
Yeah.
Please make that make sense to me.
Man. So check this out, man. This is wild.
Nancy Schaefer and her husband Bruce were found dead today.
I'm convinced without a shadow of a doubt that the parents across this country need to be warned of the dangers of the Child Protective Services nationwide.
Tonight, GBI crime scene investigators are at her Northeast Georgia home.
The Department of Child Protective Services has become a protected empire.
They're searching for clues that might tell them
it's built on taking children and separating families.
What led to the sudden and violent deaths of Miss Schaefer and her husband?
The family is going to have to be destroyed in order for the one world government to completely develop.
Ding.
It looks to be a murder-suicide. Children are being taken away from their parents in a ruthless kind of behavior.
How do you tame Child Protective Services? It may be only by closing it complete and starting over at the beginning with pro-family values.
Yeah, man, I have actually seen that video, and salute to her and her family. Appreciate her work, exposing that.
Yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, I just wanted to play those last videos to tie it all together. That this is real, bro. There's a network of powerful people, bro, who like to fuck kids. And as fucked up as that sounds, bro, it's real. And it's not QAnon. I don't subscribe to the QAnon theories. I am not a Q guy. This is something that I've believed for years, bro. For years.
Kush and Chemtrails, the world's most dangerous podcast.